Hi, everyone. I hope you are all having a great week. We are kind of wrapping up July now for the last full week in July. Hard to believe. Headed, full speed ahead into August. And, thanks so much for all that you've been doing to make your Open Sky experience the best it can be. We're, continuing to be excited for all that called in last week. We had John talking about all the features of our new feed and all that it has to offer and how it really kind of propels your presence on the site and really gets you seen, which leads to more sales. Today I'm going to be just talking just a little bit about the way that Open Sky customer service works and how we handle customer service with our merchants, with our members, and also how some returns work. And then I'll talk a little bit about some things that are coming up, and then I'll take your questions. I'm going to turn the questions portion on. So while I'm talking about these things, about customer service and everything else, if you have any questions that you can already think of, go ahead and dial *6. So I'll have you in the queue and ready to go. So just to talk to you a little bit about how our customer love team works, we have a really, really good customer service team. We call it our customer love team, and they're really trained professional people, experienced in all facets of customer service, that works 6 days a week. We're here Monday through Saturday, and that fields emails and phone calls from members about all different aspects of the website. It could be they're having difficulty with their member profile, all the way to they want to know more details about a product, or they have questions about returns, or all of the above. So the way that we work in that aspect is the customer love team, if it is just an Open Sky-based question, of course that's dealt with internally. But if it's a question that's regarding something that about a merchant storefront, about products that a merchant's offering, then we'll always reach out to you, the merchant, and get back to the customer. So what we'll tell the customer is, if they have a question, maybe about a product that one of our merchant storefronts is offering, then we'll tell them. If it's a phone call, we'll tell them that we'll get back to them once we've reached the merchant. If it's an email, we'll say we're checking on this. We'll get back to you as soon as possible, and then we'll reach out to you all for the information, and then we'll relay it back to the customer. So that's basically how that works. Now, the way that returns work, and I'm talking about this because we've had a couple of questions about the process of returns. Now, as an Open Sky merchant, you have the option of whether to accept returns within 14 days of arrival, or to mark all of your products final sale. Now, we always encourage people to, if possible, accept returns, because we think, and the data does show, that it leads to an increase or an uptick in sales if the member isn't restricted to seeing something online and knowing that they have to have it, especially if it's a higher priced item. So if you do offer returns, the way that it works is, and this is on the information on the packing slip, if the customer decides that they would like to return the item, they either call or email our customer love team, the Open Sky customer love team. And what the customer love team then does is issues the client a prepaid UPS shipping label for the client to use to ship it back to you. Open Sky pays for that shipping label, or the shipping is not passed on to you. We take care of that shipping label. And then what happens is, once the client, we then alert you that you have a return coming. And once the client ships the goods back, what we do is then, instead of paying you for that order on your next statement, we remove it from the account. The only thing that we do pass on is we pay you for the shipping of that item. So let's say we charged the client $4.95 to ship that item. You ship the item to the client. You'll still be paid that $4.95. You won't be penalized for that client deciding to return it. So you will be paid that $4.95. You just won't be paid for the item. Now, if the item was free shipping, if you had marked the item as free shipping, you will not be reimbursed for the shipping costs. But if the client was charged shipping and the client decides to return the item, then you will be reimbursed for that shipping cost. the client will not be refunded for the shipping cost. So that's basically the way that it works. It's pretty simple. Like I said, it all goes funneled through our customer love team. It's a customer love team. If there are any nuances to the situation, the customer love team will reach out to you, and you can reach out to them as well with any questions, or our merchant help team. So that's basically how shipping returns works on OpenSky. Another thing I wanted to just touch on, I know I've touched on this in some of the merchant newsletters and some of the other conference calls that we have, but I wanted to talk just a little bit about our free shipping and rewards credit program. And the way that those work are, once you're a member of OpenSky, you can reach certain levels. We have Aqua, we have Royal, we have Sapphire, and we have Cobalt. Sapphire is the highest level that you can get. And you earn points and reach these levels by taking certain actions on OpenSky. As you all know, OpenSky is a social commerce site, so we reward members for being socially active. Whether they're loving a product, you get 50 points for every love that you get, with a maximum of 3 a day, so you can earn 150 points a day just by loving a product. When you buy a product, you get points. When you share a product, you get points. When you comment on a product, you get points. If you refer other members to the site, you get points. So there are countless ways that you can earn points and reach the different levels. Aqua is the first level, and that's once you reach 2,500 points, you become an Aqua member. And Aqua members, each level of membership gets different kinds of what we call treats, whether it is a rewards credit of $10 to $20 a couple of times per month, maybe a day of free shipping, different things like that. So that takes us to what we call the rewards credit program. Rewards credits are mainly issued for members that are at these different levels of membership in the site. So usually about once to max maybe 3 times a month, we issue rewards credits to members. So if you're an Aqua member, you get a $10 credit. If you're a Sapphire member, which is the highest level, you get a $20 credit, and they're in between. And once you have a credit, they usually last around 3 days, and you can use that credit to make purchases on the site for up to 20% of a product's price. So if you have a $20 credit and there's an item that's retailing for $50, then you can use your credit for $10 off that item. So if the item's $50, you apply your credit to it, you pay $40 for the item, and then you have $10 of your credit left. Now if the item is $100, and you use your $20 credit, you can use the entire credit and pay $80 for the item. The items that are eligible to be used for credit are up to our merchants. If you opt into participating in our rewards credit programs, then all of your items will be eligible to be for the members to use their credits on. Now, this is a program that's totally up to you to opt into. We always encourage our merchants to opt into this. It's a very limited amount of time that we offer these credits, and it really drives sales. Our members love to use their credits and love to find great product to use these credits on. And it's basically offering a 20% discount on the product. Now, that is, passed on to you. So if you do opt in, you are responsible for basically offering the 20% credit on that product for that limited amount of time that it's offered. But it does really lead to an uptick in sales, and it's basically a great promotion and a reward for our members for being active on the site. Now, if you are unsure as to whether or not you've already opted into the credits program, or you just want to make sure, or if you're not in and you want to be in, all you have to do is go to your merchant toolkit and click on account, and then click on details and scroll down, and you'll see the tab that says promotional settings, and that has the box where you can check in or out of the rewards credit program. We always, like I said, encourage you to be into it, but depending on your margins, your product margins, what you're offering, it's of course always up to you, and you can opt in and opt out at any time. We do our best to let you know when we're offering credits to schedule them out. So maybe if the next credit that's coming up, you maybe want to offer it and be part of the program, you can opt in, but down the road, if there's a month that we offer one and you're like, maybe not this time, I need to opt out, you can opt out. So you can do it at any time, opt in or opt out. At the same time, we also offer our free shipping promotion. So if you're opted into our free shipping promotional program, that means that anytime we turn the site onto free shipping, that means that any products that are offered by merchants who are participating in the free shipping program will be set to free shipping. And these programs usually last for 2 to 3 days. We did it for an entire week, the week of 4th of July, or the week after 4th of July, as a midsummer or mid-year promotion. But generally they're 2 to 3 days. And if you're opted into this program, then all of your items ship for free, and you are responsible for the shipping costs for these items. But again, it does lead to an uptick in sales. Especially sometimes we offer free shipping and credit concurrently at the same time. So that leads to an even added increase in sales. Now be careful then, because you are responsible for the shipping cost and the discounted products, or what I call the 20% discount. So you do need to make sure that you're meeting your margin and that the pricing, everything works out. But again, we do always encourage you to participate in these programs because our members love them and they love to, it does lead to an uptick in sales. So those are the basic principles of the two promotional programs. Again, to check to see if you are opted into these programs, or you would like to opt in or you'd like to opt out, all you need to do is log into your dashboard, click Account, click Details, and then scroll down to Promotional Settings, and you can see whether you're opted in, or you can choose to opt in or opt out. The other thing I'd like to let you know, I'm just going to touch a little bit about what we talked about last week with the feed. We've had a really, really great week with the feed. We released the newest incarnation, or the newest version, and it really, really looks great. We're having lots of merchants, members, and insiders really engaged and really loving the way that it looks. As John mentioned last week, we added the smile feature. Before you can love a product, so you can love any product. But now, let's say that I love a product, and then a friend of mine sees that I love that product. Maybe they've already loved that product, but they want to smile at the action I took. So they smiled at me loving that product. So that's a new feature that we call, and we're getting lots and lots of smiles. If a friend posts a video, you can smile at it. You can smile at any social action that someone is taking. So it's really, really working great, and we continue to encourage you to make the most use out of the feed. So go and play around in your feed, post something today, post a picture, post what you're doing this weekend, and let your merchants know. Like we said, the merchants the members love to relate to the merchants and make them really feel like they know them. So let them know what you're doing this weekend, what's coming up with your business, what's going on next week, what's trending. And you'll really see that the members really do become engaged. And as we can continue to go forward, we're making even more improvements to the feed. So you'll see those coming along, which are going to be great. Another thing that I wanted to let you know of, you'll be getting an invitation today. Next Thursday is our monthly open house here in our New York offices. For anyone who's going to be in New York, anyone who is in New York, please come Thursday, August 1st from 6 to 8 p.m. here at our Open Sky Global headquarters at 18 West 18th Street in New York. It's on the 9th floor. It's 18th Street between 5th and 6th Avenue. It's going to be a really great open house. For the first time, we're having a panel discussion, which will feature John Kaplan, who is our CEO and founder. It will also feature Open Sky Celebrity Insider Chef Georgia Pellegrini, and one of our favorite merchants, Pam, who is one of our amazing jewelry merchants that we are really, really excited about, and we love having as part of the Open Sky platform. So we're going to have a merchant, a celebrity insider, and then John, our founder, talking about the feed, how they use the feed, and the Open Sky experience in general. So I encourage everyone to attend. If you don't attend, we're going to be videotaping it. So I'm going to be putting it up on the Merchant Resources page so you can take a look at it if you're not able to be here. So that's basically what's going on with Open Sky this week. I have a question now from actually the merchant who will be participating in the panel discussion next week, Pam Gilly. Hi, Pam. How are you?
Hi, well, how are you?
I'm great.
I just have a few quick questions.
Sure.
If I wanted to run a free shipping promotion for my store at any given time, is there a way to just change that, all of my products to free shipping in one?
So at this
one
point,
action?
there's not a way to globally change that. That is coming though. At this point,
Okay.
you do have to zero out all of your shipping costs, which I know can be tedious, especially if you have a lot of products. But the tech team is working on a way for you to be able to globally blanket a discount or globally blanket a free shipping promotion for your store. So be on the lookout for that. It's coming very soon.
Okay.
So, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Is that also going to be combined with the option for the what did you call it, multi-layering shipping or multiple item shipping?
That's going to come before the tiered shipping.
Okay.
The tiered shipping is a little more difficult and has nuances. So you'll see it's much easier to turn on like a blanket free shipping to zero out all the shipping costs globally. Okay. So that will be before the free shipping. Before the tiered shipping.
Okay, and then my other question has to do with not the feed itself, but I don't know what it's called, but when people go and they filter through the items, they want to see the most the best-selling item today or
the
next week.
Discover page.
How often is that updated with when new items are posted? When is that updated?
So that's all driven organically. So it for the most part is in real time. There may be a 15 to 20 minute, sometimes an hour delay, but that's all organically done. Yeah. So that's all in real time. That's all driven by the action. The most popular is driven by of course the products that have received the most love. Then you can filter by the best sellers, which are the best sellers of the day. You can filter the best sellers of the week, the month, and all time. And then the newest, which are the newest products globally and the newest products per category that have been uploaded that day. So all of that is done in real time organically.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah. Great. Any other questions today? I hope everyone has had a great week here in New York. We've had kind of an interesting week weather-wise after a huge heat wave last week with temperatures exceeding 100 degrees. Yesterday it was actually chilly, and people were walking around in scarves and light jackets. So we are going to have a nice weekend to come. Looks like we don't have any other questions. So if you do have questions, as always, you can email me. I think everyone has my email address, but if not, you can email me at wlewis, WLEWIS, at opensky.com. As always, you can email our Merchant Help team at merchanthelp@opensky.com. And, we're always here to help. So just give us a shout. Let us know what you're thinking if you have questions, and we'll always be here to get back to you. So I hope everyone has a great weekend, has a great week next week. If you're in New York, please come visit us next Thursday evening. We'd love to see you. And like I said, we're here to help, so let us know what we can do for you. Thanks, everyone, and have a great weekend.